Yeah, you know what, Brian, when we were out here earlier today, we talked to a Kent County Sheriff's Lieutenant who described this landing as miraculous. And if you think about it, it really is, because just a couple of feet closer to the house, the plane would have crashed into that house that's just right over my shoulder, and 50 feet in the direction where we're standing, it would have hit a gas station.
And I heard just a weird crunching noise that I thought maybe it was a car accident out on the street, except that I didn't hear any, tires squealing or anything.
But it was loud enough, Suzanne Fedwa got up to see what was going on.
So I looked out my front door, and there was a plane crashed in my driveway.
Her first thought, the pilot. But when she tried to call 911...
I was panicking. I could not get my phone to work. That's how scared I was.
She smelled gas and didn't know what to expect, but found the 30-year-old Grand Rapids man in the plane conscious, able to talk and walk, so she invited him in.
He didn't want to go in my house because he was dripping blood, so he was like, "Can you get a towel first?" He wouldn't come in until I got a towel for him to put over his face, because he was bleeding from 2 cuts on his face.
The pilot was a student who had been taking flying classes, we're told, since last year. He was aiming for the Lowell City Airport less than a mile away, but ended up here. At this point, no one knows why the plane went down, but the FAA has been on scene and is investigating a crash that could have been much worse.
That's why I was so shaken up, because I realized how close it was to my house, and, the fact that that plane could catch fire. So, yeah, it was scary.
Yeah, and immediately after that crash, you heard that the next big concern was a fire happening, possibly. And when we were out here earlier, we were told that the fire department would not leave the scene while there still was a risk of fire. And about 3 hours ago now, we did see them putting a lot of flame retardant, flame suppressant all over that plane before they did leave the area for the evening. Now, we are told by the homeowners that the very earliest they have been told the plane will leave the driveway is tomorrow. Live in Lowell, Danny Carlson, 24 Hour News 8.
Glad everyone is safe. Close call indeed. Thank you, Danny. And we went through the NTSB records tonight and found that there have been 10 other crashes at the Lowell Airport since 1982. Just last August, an ultralight plane crashed while taking off from the airport. The 67-year-old pilot was killed. It's the only deadly crash on record at the airport in recent time. Back in 2008, a plane crashed while attempting to abort a takeoff when he realized they wouldn't clear the trees near the runway. The pilot and passenger were able to get out before that plane burst into flames. And the biggest crash happened back in 1996. Longtime viewers may recall this, when a Cessna clipped a tree and then crashed into the side of a house there and exploded. 5 people, including a firefighter, had to be taken to the hospital, though everyone survived. We'll keep you updated on the investigation related to tonight's crash.